water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Still gotta. I still gotta. Be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say. And even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I know I gotta. I know I gotta. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say. Even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Still gotta. Still gotta.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You look at this Colt defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run of the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
Ready up. Take right open. Hey,
Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. For the left side, it's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week It's how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson rolling to his right. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Off play action, Richardson. This pass reeled in by Hurd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The Colts had 3-9 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On second down, here's Hull. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group got a bunch of them in last week's game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. And it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting. Nick,
this is caught inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 51 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll hand off to Hull. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Hey, line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Take right open. There we go.
Now Lawrence. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Again, it's Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hey, run!
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He's into the secondary. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Richardson to throw off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Richardson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now Hull. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gay's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He'll air this one out for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
All right, let's go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Second down and 6 now.
Take right open.
Lawrence will throw. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Fix the eagle. Fix the eagle.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Let's go now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
From his own end zone, it's Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Richardson off the play fake. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Richardson. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
That's good for a Colt.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Richardson looks to throw once more. They're going right back to Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get a bit closer. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He targets Ingram for another grab. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Rip, 23. 13, Lou.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. This is caught. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Etienne is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
One more time with Etienne. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play action. Now Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Here we go. Back.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
There, Richardson back to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Trayvon Walker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Ready.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. He's going to let this one go deep. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 3rd down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mustang 19. Go.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Richardson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Richardson looking to throw this. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Nineteen tight.
Here's Richardson to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Go Streets. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here we go.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. One last shot for Richardson.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road, how about all of that rolled up into one?